They used to joke about us. Humans, they said, are just noise in the void. Loud, emotional, fragile, too chaotic for diplomacy, too soft for conquest, too young to matter. That was before they saw what happens when you push humanity too far. It began with a misunderstanding, a border probe, an accidental scan, a Terran freighter that disappeared into a black sector. The Korath Empire called it an exploratory mistake, but to us it was an intrusion, a violation, a test. They wanted to see what we'd do. We responded with silence. Not a single transmission, not a single threat, just silence. For 3 days, the galaxy waited, then 5, then 10, and then, without warning, human space closed. Every wormhole, every gate, every listening array, dark galactic traffic that once flowed through Terran sectors, gone. Then came the stories. A Varkan scout ship drifted too close to our border. It sent a message and was never heard from again. A Zyran merchant vessel tried to map a fringe system. It returned, but the crew, empty-eyed, silent. They wouldn't speak. They couldn't, not of what they saw, not of what they heard, because nothing screams louder than a boundary you know better than to cross. Still, some didn't learn. The Dravari sent a fleet. 3 destroyers. 1 command ship they never made. It passed the Oort curtain. The last transmission, a single line. They see us. That was all. No explosion, no trace, no answers. Just silence again. And the galaxy began to understand. Humanity had not gone quiet. We had gone watchful, not in retreat, but in control. In the boundary of our space. It wasn't a border, it was a warning. Now centuries have passed. Treaties have risen and crumbled. Empires have fought and died. But no species, not one, has dared cross into human space. Not because they fear war, but because they fear the unknown. The precision, the patience, the fact that we don't need to respond with violence because we already decided what happens next. Long before you ever act. To them, we're a mystery. To some, a myth. To others, a sleeping force waiting behind a curtain of stars. But we don't correct them. We don't explain, because some lessons are more powerful when left unspoken, and some borders aren't meant to be crossed, not out of law, but out of legacy. Because when humanity draws a line, the galaxy remembers. Every single